Hey y'all, welcome back to the kitchen. I am cooking up some good dinner this evening. Just a little quick dinner. We're doing the one pot shuffle tonight. So one pot means everything going in one pot. So I'm actually working with some field roast this evening. I got some butter beans and some spinach. So I'm cooking up a nice little something, fill my belly. And will definitely be lunch for tomorrow. So I'm getting started on cutting up my veggies. Y'all know how I do. I may bring you a little bit closer, but right now we're just gonna do the aerial view so we can chat a little bit, okay? All right, so I got my oil hot, as always. So I'm getting a little red onion here. And I got some field roast plant-based sausage. For those that have seen me cook before, you know, it's just plant-based sausage. So you can use whichever brand you like. I just, you know, that's what I'm using this evening, so. You're gonna see me tussle with the package, so I'm just letting you know. So I got me some red onion. Go ahead and get that started. And get my nice little meal going. It's been a long day today, so I don't wanna be in here all night. I just wanna go ahead and cut up my goodies, get them in that pot so we can eat something good for dinner, okay? All right, so in the red onions, I have some green pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and slice that up too. If y'all missing my cut board, I'll bring you over now. You know I'm not scared. But I will bring you a little bit closer here. Just so you can see me. Yes. So, cutting up a green pepper. Just rough chopping it. You don't have to get fancy with this. When you're doing one pot meals, you know, you can kind of just throw everything in there. Just make sure it's cut up. You don't want to eat big chunks of veggies, but, you know, one pot, one drop. Just drop it in there, okay? All right, so green pepper. Y'all know, look at this already. That's just peppers and onions. You wait, it's coming. All right, so we got some Roma tomatoes. Now I'm using 2 of these because I have quite a bit of tomatoes in my kitchen. I'm actually going to be doing 2 meals with my tomatoes. You'll see it tomorrow for lunch. Maybe for breakfast. No, I might do it for breakfast. I'm going to do my version of a BLT because, you know, since I have an abundance of tomatoes, I want to use them. And I don't want to just use them on a salad, so I'll do some nice plant-based bacon. And we're going to make us a nice breakfast BLT tomorrow morning, okay? So I can get rid of all my tomatoes because I have so many. I don't know how I did that, but I just do. Okay. I'm going to get my other little view because you have to see how pretty this looks before it even finished cooking. Oh my God. Y'all. It's all about the veggies. You know, listen, you don't have to be too crazy with it. It's perfect. No matter what you do, you can't go wrong. There's nothing you can do wrong with this, okay? So let me give you a view here. You're going to see me for a little bit. No problem. Look at this, y'all. And I'm just getting started. There's nothing else in here yet. Look at that. And if you could just smell this, okay? The smell alone. There's no seasoning in there yet. Just the veggies. No salt, no pepper. Just onions, peppers, and tomatoes. That's what I'm talking about. All right? So, we're going to cut open our field roast sausage. And like I said, if you have a favorite plant-based sausage, then that's what you use. You know, you do what you need to do to make your meal catered to you. But if you like field roast, you're a fan of that, then you do that. All right? So I'm going to cut up my sausage. I'm going to turn up the heat on this because I really want those to cook down nice and good for me. Oh my God, this smells so good. All right, we're doing 2 links right now. Once I put them in there, I'm going to see because I don't want to have too many leftovers. It's almost midweek, and you know, I don't want to get caught up in the left over, and then you got some in the fridge, and you're cooking again, and then you got left over. So we're gonna try to measure this to make sure it's today, we can eat tomorrow, and then we're done. So I'm cutting up my leaves. Okay, drop them right in. Let's see. Probably do one more. Because remember, we got spinach to put in here and butter beans. Get that nice little package and wrapping off of there. Let's see how this looks here. Ooh-wee. Look at this, y'all. My goodness. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to pause with that. Now I'm going to throw my butter bean in there, and we're going to see what that looks like. I think we're good. That other link, we can probably use that for something for breakfast, okay? Nothing goes to waste. Let me open up my cans again. Now, I'm using canned butter beans, which means I'm going to rinse these off real quick before I put them in there. Alright, now that that's nice and clean and rinsed off, let's give this a quick little stir around. My God. I wish y'all could smell this. Got my glasses fogging up and everything. It's so good. Alright, now, we're going to add in our butter bean, okay? Okay, so with the butter bean going in there, now we're going to go ahead and pull this meal together. We're going to add some seasoning, of course. And then after that, we're going to drop our spinach in there. This is going to be real good, okay? Trust me. Alright, so got some garlic powder. Onion powder. Okay. And do some black pepper. Okay. Mix that around. Of course, what got me the pepper, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Happens every time. Oh, man. It's all good, though. It's all love in the kitchen. I'm not mad. It's all right. Okay. If you can smell this, my goodness, you'll love me. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit of complete seasoning in here. Okay. Man. Woo. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of my hot water from my kettle in here, and I'm going to turn this down and let this start to simmer a little bit, because I don't want this to get too crazy cooking out dry. I don't want that, because I want a little bit of gravy here. So we're going to build. So I'm going to add a little bit of kettle water, which is already hot, and then I'm going to cover this and let it simmer for a little bit. Woo. love that sound. All right, so now we got our little lid here. We're gonna cover this. Now while that's cooking, what I have over here is some pre-washed jasmine rice. I already washed my rice, so now I'm gonna actually get this cooking. We're gonna turn this on. And since I already have some hot water, there's no need to use tap water. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hot water and get my rice going. Okay. You know we have to salt the rice, so we're gonna put a little bit of sea salt in there. Pink Himalayan. That's how we roll. There's our rice pot. It looks like it's a lot, but you know these grinders with the sea salt, they just take a little bit of time to get that out of there, okay? Now, to my rice, still about to sneeze again. I like extra flavor in my rice, so I'm also gonna add in some onion powder, okay? And I'm gonna drop some sprigs of thyme in there too. I like flavorful rice. Not salty, flavorful. All right, I took out extra time to go ahead and drop in my rice, but I also took out a couple of sprigs to drop into my one pot dish here. Okay? Excellent. Now, you know, we can't have rice without a little pat of butter in there. We have to do that, okay? So I'm gonna grab my butter and we're gonna add that into that rice. Cannot have rice without a little pat of butter. It's like making grits. You can't have grits without butter. You can't eat grits without salt. So we're gonna add us a little bit of butter in there. Yum, yum, yum. So much yumminess. All right. Yes, everything's sizzling up here. Okay, so now that we've done that, we got our rice going. We're gonna wait for that to boil. And if you watched my video before, once it boils, turn it off, let it slow cook, and then just leave it alone, really. All right, so let's check on this pot. Let's see what's in here. Whoa. There's my thyme. Now we're gonna mix that down in there, okay? We're not gonna leave that there. We want that to get good into the season. I'm sorry you guys just got fogged up. But look at that, just in case you didn't see. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of tomato ketchup to it because we have to give it a little flavor. We want gravy, so we want to be able to dress that up and put some gravy on our rice when we get ready to eat, okay? All right, so look at that, y'all. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you up now because we're doing some other things here. All right, so now here we go. We're gonna add in our tomato ketchup. So I'm gonna bring this up a little bit more. Just turn the temperature up because I'm gonna add this and then I'm gonna add in that spinach. But because these tend to play off of each other, it may add a little bit of bitterness. We're gonna cut it with a little bit of sweetness, okay? And what I mean by sweetness, I have some coconut nectar. We're gonna drop that in there to sweeten this a little bit, okay? Boy, I'm trying not to sneeze on y'all. It got me once with that pepper, but that's okay. All right, so I have some coconut nectar. This is a nice substitute for sugar. If you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, and you are sensitive with sugar, coconut nectar, stevia, any type of sweetener other than sugar that doesn't have all that aspartame and all that stuff in there is a good substitute when you are sensitive to certain sugars when you're trying to sweeten your food. Okay. I see our water boiling for our rice. Oh yes. All right, guys. Oh yes, yes, yes. We're gonna drop some spinach in here, okay? And you know spinach, it disappears, so it's not gonna last long. It'll be in here and then gone. So we're just gonna take a couple of handfuls. Just some added iron to our dish. Some extra greens. Guys, look at these big pretty leaves of spinach. Like oh. Do you see this? This is what I'm talking about. Big, nice, juicy, beautiful spinach. Oh. What would the world be without spinach? Okay. All right, so we're gonna cook this down in there. It's gonna disappear. It's gone already. Literally, it's gone away. As soon as the heat hits it, it starts to melt. I still got pepper in my nose. One more sneeze for the road. Okay, y'all. Man, I'm gonna let this slow cook now. I just want to taste this real quick. Oh my God. Okay. That doesn't need anything else to it, but give you an aerial view real quick. While it's cooking down, this is a one pot dish. One pot, one stop. Look at that. Now, our rice is getting ready to boil, as you see. It's getting to a boiling temperature. So once that is done, you know me, I will give you a view plated up, and it's gonna be dinner time. So that's the one pot dish. You know, look at here. It doesn't take long. That's less than 20 minutes, and we still got a couple minutes for the rice. That less than 30 minutes to cook it. So that's what we're doing. One pot tonight, and it's easy, and you're gonna get full. Okay, so one more view, and then the next time you see me, it's gonna be on a plate. Okay. Look at that. And that rice is on its way. All right, I'll catch you in just a little bit with a picture of this beautiful dinner. Then after that, I'll see you in the morning for my version of the BLT. I can't wait to show it to you because I got so many tomatoes. They're over there. I have to get rid of them. So between salad and other little things I got going on, they'll be gone. But tomorrow's breakfast, we're not even waiting for lunch. This will probably be left over for lunch. Tomorrow's breakfast will be the vegan version of the BLT. All right, I'll see you in a little bit with our beautiful picture. Have a good evening. Hey y'all, I couldn't help it. I added some Parmesan cheese to this. I'll be plating in a minute, but I had to just bring this right back to perspective. Look at this goodness, y'all. It just was begging for some cheese, so I just dropped a little bit of Parm on there. All right, I'll be plating in just a second, but oh my God. Oh, I couldn't help it. Sorry. Food teasing, y'all. Look at this. Woo. All right, here comes the plate.